Remember this card, this stencil card? Last time we cut it on a craft cutter, and we cut it without any bridges, and it came out a certain way. I'd like to try it with the bridges because this is actually what you want from Bay Stencil. Is you want a bridged stencil in the format of a card. And this image has, this is image from Unsplash of Bebeto, I call him. And there's a white background layer, there's going to be a mid-tone layer, and there's going to be a dark layer. So we're going to start, we're just going to make a little bit of a decoration on the background here because I think it'd be cute to have a decoration. I'll start with a little bit of water. And I'm using dabber brushes, these sponge brushes here. Some people think they're disposable, but actually you wash them up and you use them a lot of times. I'm going to speed up our process a little bit by drying off, by just taking a little bit of paint off with an old piece of paper. And that way we can go ahead and start and stencil our mid-tone layer. Notice how all the paint goes on vertically, straight down, straight up. No brushing back and forth. It's kind of a little bit meditative, and it doesn't help to be in a hurry. It's just nice to be able to make sure all your surfaces are covered and you don't have too much extra paint sitting on or underneath the stencil. No brushing, just dabbing. All right, let's see what layer number 1 looks like. Okay, I've still got the background there, which I like, but I've also got a few bridge lines that I can even make a little attempt at filling in. So I can go tick, 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 tick. Notice how much easier this is to do with a brush than it was to do with the spray can. But these bridges are so small, you almost don't even notice them. But I think that pretty much does it for this layer. If I want to speed up the drying process, because I know you guys have other things to do, I can just lay this piece of paper down here again, blot it, and lift it up. And it'd be a little bit better if I didn't do that, but this will allow us to go ahead and start with the next layer. This is Payne's Gray. It's kind of a very dark blue-black. And I'm just going to mix it up with the brush that I intend to use for the dabbing. Sometimes if the color is a little bit different in one place than it is in another place, it's okay. Because that's what the original photograph had anyway. The colors were different in different parts. So slide this over. Everything's going to line up right because that's the way we made it. In any place that the stencil doesn't exactly contact the surface, I'm going to help it out with my fingers here initially. Remember, straight up and down. No brushing. At this point, no brushing. Oh, one more thing. You know, the eyes are always the center of whatever you're doing. So it's good to make sure that they're nice and dark. Let's see how we did. Hey, Bebeto, looking all right. And this is Stencil Card from Bay Stencil. Hey, so you notice that when I use the dabbing technique that the paper itself gets a little bit wet and it actually warps just a little bit. So after this painting is dry, after everything is dry, what you'd like to do is take it, flatten it, and lay it in between two books and just let it sit there for a few hours, maybe overnight. And then you can put it in a card and send it to whoever you like, and it'll be nice and flat and crisp for them to try out when you send it to them. This is Dave signing off from Bay Stencil.